Hello viewers, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and today I will be training you how to make this bag. And the materials you'll be needing are your double-faced leather. You need your eyelet, chain holder. You need your accessory, that's if you want to use accessory. You need your magnet or clamp. You can even use lock if you like. So now let's talk about the measurements. The measurement I use for the body, for the front, I use 11 by 1, 11 by 7.5. That's the front, 11 by 7.5. Then the back, you cut 15 by 11.5. The bottom, 11 by 4. Then the two side, I used 7.5 by 4. Then the handle, you can do 10 by 1. You can do 10 by 1. So, I said this is the front, 11 by 7.5. Then this, I deliberately cut it different because I want to manage my material. But if you have enough material, you are cutting this together, which is 15 by 11 and 11. 15 by 11. So this is the front and the back. The bottom is 11 by 4. Then the side is 4 by 7.5. The top handle is 10 by 1. So the long strap, I won't be using chain. Okay, let's use chain, but later I will change it to so that you see how it looks like. But I will still change it to long strap. If you are using a long strap, it's just your whole length by 1. So now let's get started. Now if you check this bag, there's a little bit of shaping here. Then the under, check the pink one. The under, you see, I don't know, my phone is irritating. You see that, okay, let's check this one. You see that is a little bit cuff. So now I'm going to demonstrate how you will get that. Now you get your marking pen and your short ruler. So it's a little bit of what's it called? It's a little bit of hand free. But we have so from here I'll just mark out half. Then half here too. Then I'll get the middle of this. I'll get middle of this. Middle of 11 is 5.5. So this is what I'll do from here. Okay, from here, sorry, I'm not going to do that here. I'll do just from here. I'll mark my 1.5, 0.5, which is half. So now I'll just so now When I'm done, I'll fold and use my rotary cutter to cut it out. So you can see this is it here. Now you know I told you if you have enough material, you should cut the front and the back. We are cutting the back with the flap and the cover. You are cutting it together, but because me I don't really have much, that was why I cut it separately. So this is the front of the bag. This now is the back. This somewhere around there will be the you know, there will be an attachment. But if you are cutting your own, you have to deduct 2. So instead of that instead of this, you know, this is 7.5, this is 7.5, which is 15. Instead of this 15 and 15, you are cutting 13 by 11 for this one now. But you know, because me, I'm going to attach this, so I will have to add this to it. But if you are cutting your own together, you're cutting 15 by, sorry, you are cutting 13 by 11.5. So now, but if you want to follow my step, you can, this is what you do. So now the next thing to do is shape the front and the back. What I mean, on this one now, I'm going to deduct 2 and mark out 2. Then from that, I'll do 1.5 here. Then 1.5 here. Then so I'm going to cut this out. So this now will be at the back of this. So this is the top, then this is your flap. So since the flap of the bag, if you check the flap and the bottom, check this and this flap now and the bottom, they are almost the same curve. What I will just do is I'll place the one that I've already curved, place it on it, so that I will get the same shape. You know, it's a free hand. So now I will cut. So now I'll cut it out. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll mark it out and cut out. I'll cut it out. So now I'm just going to be sewing together now. Time to couple. You know, I told you 2 here, so I'm going to be placing it. going to be placing this gently. Make sure you are not pulling. So I'll sew the other part soon. So now I'm done. The next thing to do is to put the gusset. Any excess, you cut it out. You can see. So now I'm going to put the other side of the gusset. I'm done with the sewing. So the next thing to do is to sew this round. Then when I'm sewing this one, I cut 5 by 1.5. Then I inserted the magnet. So I'm going to use gum it down. Then you mark the half of this and place it like this. Then if you have the one they put the letters, if you have the fancy, you can put it. So now I'll have to sew like this and put the second clamp. When I'm done, I'll put the second clamp. So I've already marked out where I want the eyelets to be. Then I'll curve this out. If you can do this, fine. If you can't, you can just leave it the way it is. So I'm going to cut the second. So now I'll punch my hole together with the handle. You can see. Then I'll do the same thing to this side. So now you can see I've already added whatever the magnet. So now to put your chain, you just insert this. Then the opened one, you can see I've already opened it. I put and I had my chain holder. Then I'm going to use plier to hold it very well. The same thing goes to this side. I forgot to mention, I'm so sorry. Here, before you, when you cut this now, what you will do for you to get the slant, if you check the picture, you have something like a shape. So now you deduct one, you can deduct 0.5 or 1. If you remove 1, it's the A will issue, but for the picture you saw, there is just 0.5. So now from here to here, you minus, you just mark out 0.5. You just mark out 0.5 like this. When you mark it out, just place your ruler like this, draw it down and cut it out. The same thing you do for here, and here, to get the shape. If you check my hole now, is somehow straight, like a rectangular shape. So for you to get that the A shape, that is what you will do. Thank you so much for watching the video, and please, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you.